Brittany, you got flour on your head.
Hi everybody, it's Brittany. Welcome to my kitchen. So today I'm going to be making something very, very special. I'm making a recipe, a Taiwanese recipe, green onion pancakes. I went to a cooking class recently with a chef named Jody who lives in Taipei, and she taught me how to make this as well as dumplings. It was a great experience. I feel like I learned so much, and it really meant a lot to me just to be there learning how to cook food. And I feel like I got something really, really special because it's traditional Taiwanese food, and I think it would have been difficult to get if I wouldn't have taken a class. So I'm going to make this recipe for you. It's my first time making it alone. Hopefully it will come out okay. I'm going to be really honest. You know, I'll tell you what I think, if I added too much of something or too little. So I hope you keep watching. Stay tuned.
So the ingredients we're going to be needing today are some scallions, some all-purpose flour, some sesame oil, some cooking oil. I'm using sunflower oil. You can also use canola oil. Some salt, and some powdered white pepper. This is a really key ingredient, so make sure you have this. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so you're going to start by preparing the dough. So you're going to take 1½ cups of all-purpose flour. And then you're going to take ½ cup of boiling water. This is important for this recipe. Really nice hot water. You don't want to use cold water at first. And these measurements are not perfect. You really just have to feel the dough and work with it. Okay, so I'm going to pour ½ cup in here. And I'm going to give it a nice mix. And I want it to be like a crumbly texture, so you're just going to mix it really fast. Okay, this is about the texture you want it. You want it to be really crumbly, almost as if you were making like a crumble topping. Okay, and now you're going to take cold water, and you're going to take about 1/4 cup of cold water. Now, that might not be precise. You really should put in a small amount at a time and, you know, see how much, because you might need less than that. Okay, so I'm going to go slowly. I have 1/4 cup, so I'm just going to put in a little at a time and give it a mix. You don't want the dough to be too wet. You want it to just be able to form. Okay, actually I think that that's about ready. So this is what it looks like now. When I pinch it, it's sticky, it stays together. I think it's ready. I actually only used maybe about 1 tablespoon. Okay, so now I'm going to flour my surface. And I'm going to start working the dough. At first, don't put too much pressure on the dough. Okay, you can keep dusting your hands. You just want to give it a nice mix. It's better to dust your hands than to like have the surface be really, really floured, because you don't want the dough to be too dry, but you don't want it to be too wet. Okay, so when this starts getting less sticky, like right now it's very sticky, when it starts getting less sticky, I'm going to start putting more pressure onto the dough, and I'm just going to knead it with my wrist. Back, forth. So you move with your fingers back, and then you push with your wrist forward. Okay, so I'm going to start kneading this, and I'll let you know what the texture should look like in a few moments. So okay, I just wanted to show you what the dough looks like now. Now I have less flour on my hands. There's no more flour
on this surface because I really don't need it. Okay, and I'm just kneading the dough. And if you look, it's starting to get smoother, but it's a little bit bumpy, so it's not finished yet. But I just wanted to show you the change in the dough. And it's also starting to feel more elastic. Like if I poke it, it's starting to come back like a rubber band. That's what you want. That's what you're looking for. So I'll show you the finished product when it's ready, and I'll let you know how long it takes. Okay, so the dough is ready to rest. It's nice and smooth. It forms a ball easily, but when you pull it apart, it springs back. Okay, so it's ready. So I'm just going to take a bowl, put it over it, and I'm going to let it rest for about a half hour. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to prepare the scallions. It's time to prepare the scallions. So in here I cut up about 5 relatively large scallions. Just going to get a spoon. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put about maybe 2 tablespoons of cooking oil in here. And then I'm going to take some sesame oil, and I'm going to put about 1 tablespoon. That will give it really nice flavor and aroma. Then I'm going to take about 1 teaspoon of salt. And put it on in there. Now this is obviously to your taste, so if you want more of something, then put more of something in. If you want less, then put less in. Okay, and now I'm going to take about maybe 2 tablespoons of white pepper powder, maybe more. I know it sounds like a lot. This is what it looks like so far. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really, really not. Once it comes all together, it doesn't taste that strong. And I'm going to put in 3 tablespoons. So let's call this 1 large tablespoon of white pepper powder. Okay, and I'm going to give this all a mix. I was surprised too when I saw the amount of white pepper powder, but Jody said, no, give it a taste, and I did, and it really wasn't overwhelming at all, and it just made it really, really, really fragrant and just really, really nice. And she also told me that you should try to use white sesame oil with white pepper and black sesame oil with black pepper. Okay, so I'm going to give this a taste, see if it needs any salt. Nope, I think it's perfect. Okay, I'm going to set this aside, and now I'm going to take care of my dough. The dough has been sitting for about a half hour under this pot, and it's ready. And when I poke it, it leaves a nice indent. Okay, and now it feels a little bit more sticky, so we're going to put some flour on the side so we can grab it. Okay, and we're just going to knead the dough a bit. Yep, it feels much better. Okay, so now you can work with the dough. Okay, so I'm just going to roll the dough. So I'm just going to look at the dough like a ball, flatten it a bit. And I'm going to cut that in half. Okay. And then I'm going to cut the half in half. Okay, and I'm going to roll these roughly into balls and set them aside until I'm ready to work with them. Okay. So. You want to get your surface floured, your hands floured. And you're going to flatten this down, and you're going to roll it out. And you want it pretty thin. Dough feels nice and soft. Okay, I think it's about ready. So I just want to try to show you the thickness. I don't know if you can tell. It's pretty thick. Alright? And it's roughly... So now, you're going to take your green onion mixture, and you're just going to set it down. And you're going to spread it out. And actually, I think Jody used even more than this. So you might want to double the amount of scallions. In the recipe, I'll post for 10 scallions, because I think maybe I didn't chop enough. Okay, so now for the fun part. You're going to roll it. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Okay. Bring it towards you. You're going to try to stretch it out a little bit. Your dough should be, strong enough to handle this. Stretch it out, stretch it out. Okay. And now you're going to spin it around. And then you're going to start going up like a spiral staircase. Keep going, and then you're going to tuck the top part in to the hole. Okay? And then you're going to press down with your palms. Not too hard. You don't want the scallions to be coming out, just lightly. Okay? So let's see how this came out. Pretty good. Alright, let me just show you. It doesn't have to be perfect. Alright? So let me make the rest. Okay, you're going to get your pan hot. You don't want it to be like burning hot, okay? This is a slow frying process. And you're going to cover it, and you're going to let it cook on the side for probably about 5 to 7 minutes. That's why you can't cook it on high. This isn't like a high, frying temperature. You want it to cook low because you want the inside layers of the dough to bake. So I'll see you back in 5 to 7 minutes for the flip. Okay, so it's ready to flip. It's been about 6 minutes. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, beautiful. Perfect. Okay, let's get the other side going. And next will be the plating, so I'll see you there. This dipping oil here is just sesame oil, soy sauce, rice vinegar, and actually a mixture that Jody had made for me with sesame seeds, oil, flour, pepper, and chili mixed in it. Okay, I'm going to give this a try. Okay, everybody, it's finished. I'm going to give it a try for you. I have the dipping sauce here on the side just because I can't hold all of it at the same time. So I'm going to give it a taste. It came out really good. The green onions make the inside nice and moist, but the dough is completely cooked through. I cooked it on low, probably for a total of about, I'd say about 15 minutes. I hope you give this recipe a try. Thank you so much, Jody, for teaching it to me. It really, really means a lot. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye.